Feels good to be back home. Be here as long as we're here. May as well do a little tour. This is our bedroom. This is where I usually sign out, just looking out the window. Or, right after getting out of bed. This is Cracker. I can't remember why Cracker is named Cracker. I think it may be after an old pet of Sylvan Lynx's, but I'll need her to confirm that. Definitely one of our first cats from way back in the before times, in the long, long ago, when we were just in a dirt box. This is Sylvan Lynx's little bedside chest. Keep various things in there. It looks like I was loading up to make some gear, I think. Guess we can finish the upstairs. This is the fox room. Let's see, we've got beacons set up, otherwise I wouldn't be able to jump that. Yeah, no, we spent a while catching some foxes, then we were exhausted when we got back, and we put them in here, and they have never been given an official home. We'll get on it eventually. But yeah, until then, what was meant to be a guest room is the fox room. This is our enchanting room / library. I don't love this chest being here. I'm gonna like put it in the floor or something maybe, but it's just where I keep lapis lazuli for enchanting. So I don't have to run grab it from downstairs. All of this is Sylvan Lynx's work, by the way. I provided materials, she did all the building. Hey, buddy. Didn't realize you had followed me. I'll get you back to your parents. That's where I'm going after this. Yeah, we were really happy when we found a lush cave for the first time. I don't know how long that's gonna stay our motif. So this is, let me throw some stuff away so I can actually do this properly. This is our incinerator. I do actually have a chest or two full of netherrack. I was like, oh, what if I eventually want to build something massive with netherrack? And sometimes I put it in there, but, you know. Don't need you, Prismarine. Okay. I wanted to put some music on, that's why that was necessary. This'll lay. There's a, I 100%ed Minecraft a little while ago, got all the achievements. Bloop. And having an LA put a cake on a music box was one of them, and after he did it, he got stuck under there. And I don't know, we just like watching him dance with his little cake. He looks so happy, so he stays there. This is the downstairs. Let's see, we got our blast furnaces and furnaces set up. For a while, it was just the furnaces, the anvil, and the crafting table, and then, eventually we got to where we kind of had to use everything. So this is kind of our workshop, this is where we load up before we go out. This is where most of our stuff is stored. You can see some of it, see, that's just a jumble. That's basically a junk drawer. But then, some things are much better arranged. All the iron, copper, gold. Animal loot is pretty vague, but, we get there. Oop. I guess I really should unload as we go. I don't think we actually have a good spot to store tridents. They end up going in sea loot, I think, or is it This is too many. We are eventually going to make... We're eventually going to make this downstairs area an auto sorter, so all this is going to be opened out. Hey, buddy. Yeah, all this is going to be opened out. This one feels right to me, since it's full of a bunch of junk anyway. This is all the diamond armor I got while looking for Sneak 3 and a, You're so flippin' cute. Where am I gonna put you? Various other stuff, I mean, just... totems, yeah. Need to go back to the raid farm for a while, or... can always just dupe them. But, like, just in case duping ever stops working, I like to make machines for things. But then, of course, the machines, you know, they can always stop working themselves with updates. Just a bunch of junk. You got it. Oh, wait, is he stuck down there now? Oh, little guy. I don't want to destroy anything getting him out. Maybe you just live here. Oh my god, don't look at me with those eyes. Okay, okay. Stupid dogs. Stupid dogs. Sorry, buddy. Is that healing you? I can't tell. There we go. That's definitely healing you. Alright, man. We gotta get out of here, right? So come on. Follow the arrows. The arrows don't always mean the quickest way out, though. That was just our old system of navigating back to where we came in. See? Like, those arrows point down. That's not how you get out. They're all pointing in different directions. Oh, man. Yeah, we used to have a fun time. Anyway, I'm just going up. You know what? That's what I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna work on night vision potions, because I keep saying I'm gonna. But clearly I need a ton of them, because it's just so dark now. Wow, this is bad. How to replace the one thing that I know I need? Alright, buddy, come on. Let's just go back the way we came. It was stupid to do any of this, frankly. I mean, that's grass. Does that mean that maybe it's not under ocean? I don't know. Don't do this kind of thing anymore. Stupid dog. Why'd you follow me? Please don't destroy anything of Morgan's. Alright, dog, you live with the stupid sniffers now. Come on. Come on. Good boy. This is where you live. Do not ever bother me again for anything. Or you live in the basement. Dogs like horses. I feel like dogs like horses. Probably like sniffers as well. Later, buddy. Catch you later. Yeah, so this is the house from the outside. I don't know if you got to see it on approach. Actually, let's take the waterfall up the beanstalk. That's my guess. Sylvan Lynx is tied to the tower. I think mine looks happier. This is a goat in a boat. It was pretty recent that I did all the challenges. There was a slab of honey hanging right here too. Oh my glob. Up. Go up. So yeah. That's our little cottage. You can see we've got 4 beacons doing their thing, getting us a pretty good spread. 4 complete beacons. That's our camel, the first camel we ever found. We had to ride it all the way back. It's actually a pretty fast one for a camel. Finding mushrooms was such a trip. That was back before we even got our elytra, or knew that you could do more than just glide down with elytra. We didn't know that rockets would make you fly, so we kept just like building towers really high and then gliding with elytra. You can see there's a fence, a more or less square fence that divides the lit land from the unlit land. That was another part of trying to 100%. You have to go like super fast through a 1-block hole. I was just kept trying to rocket through it really fast, but it wasn't working. And then instead just made one that we could jump through from up top. And that worked perfectly. The trick is to get on it and build the block. Well, to build a block, get on it, look down, then break it. And don't try to jump through it because you'll just die. This is the beanstalk. It was originally built back when we didn't have any, we didn't know compasses were a thing. And we kept just getting lost. And so we'd leave trails of torches for us to find our way back. And we'd leave torches that were just pointing back towards our place. I had the bright idea to build something really, really high. And that helped a lot. You can see it for a good ways, but, it still only got us like 200-300 blocks away. That was the limit of our world for a really long time. It'd be kind of fun to go back and not know what we know now. Get all lost in Minecraft again. Anyway, let's go up to the top. Up here at the top is where we have had many adventures launched from. Basically every time we, you know, need to go out and find something, or every time we get a map to a new place, we come out here, come up here to the build limit, figure out the direction, and then off we go. One of these has a weird little built-out chunk on it that I've been meaning to get rid of for a long time. And I'm just gonna do it 'cause there it is. Because I didn't like coming home and seeing this for the first time and seeing it there. There it is. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I was doing there. It was something. But I never broke it down, and I should have. So, sorry. Not really sure why I'm doing this little tour at night. It's not like we're not gonna be here again many times. Anyway. The beanstalk at the top of the build limit. I love it. You should love it. Intention is to put lanterns all the way up, but we got like a third of the way and then ran out of lanterns and kind of forgot about that. I don't really mind that it's dark up at the top. It makes it a little more forbidding. Oh, I hit one of the vines. It has vines growing off of it. I break them every now and then, but it does not take them long to grow back down all the way to the bottom. Like, it really takes no time at all. So this may all be moved eventually, or we may just keep it and only keep a few animals in each one, but they do kind of lag us out when we're near home, so we may move all these eventually. This is the apiary, bees and some of the newer cows, which I think it was originally intended to be just bees. Oh, I put random sniffer eggs down in random places. I couldn't help it. Pigs, regular moo cows from back when there were only moo cows. Every now and then the pigs get struck by lightning and turn into rotten pigling thingies. Hey kitty cat. Hey dog in armor. This is the stable. Sylvan Link's built this very recently. She's been breeding horses, trying to get some real fast ones. Not sure why there's a llama there. Oh yeah, I need to breed these guys because we need to see if they can eventually make some doggone. Yes, okay. Alright. So now we have... Grow up, please. So now we have 2 of these. That's excellent. Sir, sit. Use guys. Sit. Oh, glob. Did I just break? I did. Can you sit, please? Not Morgan's dog. Take care of your dog. Sylvan Links. Sorry, doggies. Sometimes it rains though, just deal with it. I would never leave real dogs out in the rain. But, you know, we got a lot of dogs. They don't all have homes. Sometimes I just grab a dog from the wild and bring it home and sit it down in a random place. This is our giant field. This is our railway to the end. You know, we kept dying to the dragon, or in the end, back in the day, and sometimes we'd forget to have a spawn point set. So we had that made. So we could get back quickly while the other person guarded our stuff. This was the way for quite a long time. Here's one of my favorite new things. Where is he? Oh, my flip. Yeah, they're really not threatening. So this is Tom Riddle. He is creepy as can be. If my reaction when I came around that tree, jeez, please don't. Okay. Yeah, he lives on this island. Which we're glad for, because it slows him down when he comes for you. So if you're here, Tom always wants to be your friend. He's always happy to follow you around. Yeah, that's our Pale Oak Island. Ah! I guess I need to sleep. Oh, goodness. That really put my heart in my throat when I came around that tree, and he was right there. There is an opening they can get out of, like, the things that randomly spawn. I didn't even see you guys. Yeah, we should probably put some gates here. I don't know if you can fly through. I mean, if you can take a railway cart through gates, but we should probably put some gates there. Missed. I hate you guys. Come on, spawn again. Not much makes me happier than killing phantoms. Yeah, this back corner is just a little area. Nothing built here. Might become something eventually. We've got part of a river on our land. Ah, poor flying. See, it hooks in like this, and it was actually kind of perfect. I just made two little sections of gate right here so we can take boats through whenever we, go out and get animals. I can't double jump over that. It's like 3 blocks. And I didn't okay, thank you. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I understand I need to sleep. Got one. It was worth every bit of damage I took. Oh, that was less worth it. I meant to fly there. This is the old XP farm. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, it took me a little while to build. But and since we have fire spread turned off, there was a little bit of finagling I had to do. Instead of using lava up there to turn it on and off, I used flint and steel. Whoa, y'all just gonna keep spawning? Murder, murder, murder. I hate phantoms. Really happy to take a moment to take care of that. Oh look, little dude in there. So yeah, pretty simple. You turn on the auto killer. Sorry guys. And then with the setup I have, it's important that you turn this upper one on first. But that engages the lighting mechanism, which keeps the flint and steel. Oop. Hi. I could light that up, but I kind of enjoy killing the things that spawn there every now and then. Okay. Thought you guys were all dead. Anyway. Flint and steel up here, drops through. Ugh. Can't really recall how those work, but you can see the setup. Luke. That passes a bucket back and forth up there. Well, a bucket with water. Which turns it on and off, and then piglings spawn. Has to be facing the right way. They have to be on the north side. I think this is north. Might be south, but they spawn on one side consistently, and then they fall down onto the ice. Pushed by the water. They die, 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 die. And that is how we're gonna repair this pickaxe. Which was so thoroughly abused. So as we're not just standing here, I'm gonna find something a little bit more useful to do. I have all this on me because I was stuck down there. This needs to be duplicated. It's my picture of Morgan that I spent forever drawing right before we started the ocean base. This all needs to go away. I'm just gonna blook. Why do I have my shears out? Those need to be put up too. Don't need this anymore. Okay. Let's make some flint and steel. Because you go through a fair amount. I wish it stacked, but why does flint and steel not stack? Go through a fair amount healing these. I haven't done any sort of tracking, but I feel like it takes probably 5 to 10 flint and steel to heal up a pickaxe or shovel from near to broken. Which isn't many, you know, if you fill it up, you can, you know, I could go months before it, well, maybe not months, but I could go a long time before needing to refill it. And if it's not full, not really a big deal, it just stops working for a minute, and then I go make some more flint and steel. Let's see what that got us. Bling, 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 bling. Yeah, almost full. You can engage in some target practice while you're waiting. I did use a bow with mending for a while. I don't recommend it. It's way too much work. Oh, also, so this auto sorter works really, really well. The piglings drop either gold nuggets, rotten gold bars, or rotten flesh. And I set up a... Oh, I thought we were in range of the beacon here. We're only in range right here? Well, that's fine. It's kind of fine. So this is where we make a huge amount of our emeralds. Oh, there we go. And it's also a great way to repair your stuff while the XP farm's running. If you get out of range of the XP farm, it'll break down, like something goes wrong with it, and then you end up having to reset the buckets, which is a huge pain. By the way, if you haven't noticed from these names, we've got a Harry Potter theme going on. So these guys are all named after dwarves, not dwarves, house elves, I believe. You done, buddy? Obviously, they really increase their prices pretty rapidly, but also obviously we don't super care. Whenever this gets full, I turn them into blocks and go put them in that chest under the house, just over and over and over. I think they all increase their prices, don't they? Oh no. I guess they only do that if you buy them out and then come back. No, he didn't increase them. I don't understand anything in this world. Oh, it feels good to be so repaired. FYI guys, you're all getting the treatment. Does that say Winky? I don't know why he's named Winky. Don't recall that being a Harry Potter name. I think we may have just been running out of names at that point. Who's this one? Deke? Was Deke a house elf? I have no idea. These are Creature and Dobby. And I thought they were all house elf names, but maybe I don't know. Let's see where we're at. Is that everything? I did not mean to pick everything. Oh, there we go. See how it just shot up? That was a lot. And if you stand here, often there's something stuck on the inside that'll come through, so you can get a couple tools done at once. But I guess not this time. Go ahead and drop this in here. We'll get sorted back down into the chests below. Just bear with me for this last little part. You know, each one has to be. I gotta top off everything. One thing I do miss about using the mending bow is seeing a fully repaired hotbar of tools, you know. It's very, very satisfying. Sorry, I was just hopping into the chat to see if anybody besides bots had said anything. No, sadly not the case. Is that the sun going down? Wow, spent all day. Use the heck out of this hoe, I guess. I mean, that makes sense. We had to dry out that entire underwater base. else that needs healing? I don't think I have a busted... Oh wait, I forgot. I keep an end chest right here to make that easy to check. I mean, it's not perfectly healed, but why would we let it be anything other than... Yeah, keep 2 pickaxes in my end chest now. This is necessary. This is Bridge's name tag. We had a kitten that we found on a bridge who also really loved the light. She would always chase sparkles on the ceiling. And then, you know, she passed, as some things must. So I made her a little name tag, and if I ever find an adorable, cute little kitten in Minecraft, I'm gonna sacrifice everything to bring it home. Name it Bridge. And I'll probably put it on a bridge. But I'm gonna build it the best bridge you ever saw. Hahaha. I freaking hate you guys. I should give you a name tag and make you stay there forever. We do have 2 phantoms trapped in the nether. They came through the portal after us, so we named them, what are they named? Oh, Brutus and Benedict, and they greet us whenever we go into the nether. This is our cove. I spent a very long time breeding cucumbers and lighting up, you know, this whole area. Because Morgan was scared of the drowned, which is very reasonable. They attack you and try to kill you. At first, only this little cove was lit up, and that was really nice. Just having, well, you can't really tell with the conduit giving me vision, but you know, having our little house and our little cove, and for a very long time the fence just went from right here to the water, and then up around the animals, and then actually no, it went all the way around the village over here. But that was it. Just this little village and us for years, really. And then Sylvan Link said she wanted to expand the land, so I spent, while she was on vacation down in Hilton Head, I unfortunately had to work. It was this year, yeah, it was this July. I had to work. So I lit up all this and built that giant fence around the whole thing while she was gone. And I also did things like light up these ponds with sea cucumbers. See, this is the extent of our land. This is the frog pond. You can see the tadpoles. Oh, there's the frogs. They're all gonna disappear, I'm sure of it. I don't know where they're trying to go, but they don't want to stay in their pond. That was the first nether portal we ever saw. Like, it took bravery to go through this little patch of woods to get there and find it. Like, we did not have anything. The fence used to come to right here. That was the end. I didn't really expand it that much in this direction, but in every other direction, it was a massive undertaking. Well, not really. It's a bunch of torches and yeah, I know, guys. Argus's cat? Oh, this one's unoccupied. Yeah, we lost someone. I can't remember who. Crab's Concoctions. Goyle's Farms. Alistair's Assets. You know, there's a list of everything they sell on each one. Jolts by James. You could tell we were scraping the bottom of the barrel when we got over here. I guess James is meant to be Harry's father. Isn't that James? James Potter. Cedric Diggory. Who else we got? SS Shooting Co. I think that's Severus Snape. He's our archer. Remus and oh, I think Sirius might have died, which, you know, it do happen. This is Sylvan Lynx's brother, Austin's house. It's not entirely done, I don't think. There's a tunnel being built somewhere. I don't even know where the entrance is, because it's something they've been working on together. And I help out every now and then, mostly with supplies. But there's a tunnel somewhere nearby that's underground, and it leads almost all the way from our place to his place, which is about 1,200 blocks, I believe. It might come out in the basement of his house. I don't know. Kind of consider this the entrance to our land. You come past the stables, put your horse up, then you enter the village proper. Sylvan Lynx made that watchtower after I made the gate, the fence everywhere, so that's very recent as well. What's up, buddy? Nothing for me? That's fine. You can live. Yeah, it took us a while to get all these guys, you know, to where they had everything that we need, but what has happened here? Okay, no, I think Sylvan Lynx moved them up there, and that I don't need to worry. I'm pretty sure there's someone trapped in there. I don't remember who it is. Might be Malfoy. Kind of consider this the prison. This is where we first started breeding villagers, and we were like, oh, it doesn't need to be nice. We'll just give them a hole in the wall. Glamour by G. I guess that's George. We would never separate Fred and George, because we're not monsters like J.K. Rowling. How dare you? How dare you kill a twin? Bunch of skeleton horses. These aren't here intentionally. I was just over here, and then a skeleton got struck by lightning, or whatever happens that spawns the dude guys. This used to be a massive creature spawner. It was like 12 levels, 40 by 40, something like that. And everything fell down and hit a series of hoppers right here and then funneled into these chests. And I had a massive roller coaster around it too, so you could ride around it and watch the things as they were pushed by the water and fell in. But once we got the XP farm up and running, there was just really no point in keeping it other than entertainment, and it was kind of an eyesore sitting over here on the hill. Like I built it back before we had elytra or anything, so building it too much further would have been a real pain to get to, you know, when we needed it so regularly. But nah, I tore it down eventually. Actually, I think I tore that down while she was gone on vacation as well, and she came back and was like, oh yay, it's so much prettier. This needs to come down too. This is probably gonna stay here. It's a fun little stadium, and you can just come in and fight monsters. And then all this over here needs something. You can see it's kind of just unfinished land that I boxed in. And I think the fence, yeah, it just goes down to the water and then stops. So there's not really anything blocking this area. But it is pretty well lit on all the edges. Hey chicken, what you doing? You just hanging out? Yeah, it's well lit on all the edges, so we don't usually get spawns coming up. Do need to make some more sea cucumbers and get all this filled in. Actually, I've got chests full of them, so it'll happen eventually. That's a fairly complete tour. There's tons of stuff, you know, many blocks away. But I feel like you've more or less seen our home at this point. What's up, little bees? Oh wait, I guess there's a little bit more. I mean, we came in through the nether portal, so you saw that. This is our easy nether access portal. Got some mushrooms growing. There's usually mushrooms growing in here. Oh, there's some. This is where I did the walk 50 blocks overland on lava challenge with the I thought I had eaten an apple recently. With the striders, and this is where our striders live now. Warm up, buddy. Why do they always look so upset? And if they want, they can go for a long walk. But I hope they mostly hang out in here. Still need to figure out where those white foxes are gonna go, and we also need to... I'm not sure what this is. Maybe she was experimenting with different post types. Couldn't tell you. I think this is her brother's guest, maybe? I don't know. She wants them to stay in here, but they're not obliging. I like that jungle tree. That is a nice jungle tree. Yeah, so there's tons of other builds, you know. Way out. I might, if I ever do a world download, I'll probably provide a list of all the locations. But most of the things that I build pretty far away, so I'm not junking up Sylvan Lisa's plan. She's really the one with the aesthetic eye. Although I did a pretty good job with that ocean monument, if I do say so myself. Y'all don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna go. Have a good one.